This changes everything for the Memphis Grizzlies. After an early playoff exit and back-to-back underwhelming seasons, the Grizzlies are officially at a crossroads. Meanwhile, the Brooklyn Nets have entered the offseason with unmatched flexibility. With over $40 million in cap space and a war chest of first-round picks, this kind of leverage, it can definitely shape the entire NBA landscape. So what does this have to do with Memphis exactly? Maybe more than you think. What's up? I'm your host, Maia McCoy, and this is Grizzlies Digest. And today I'll be breaking down why Brooklyn matters and what their offseason power may mean for Memphis. Because while fans have been dreaming about blockbuster trades, a more strategic, under the radar move might be what actually reshapes this roster. So let's talk about the options and the opportunity here. So let's start with where the Grizz stand. The team that once looked like the future of the West, but now for 2 years straight of regression, first round exits, and major question marks, Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. are both still just 25, and the window only stays open so long. And the real issue has been the wings. Memphis has struggled with spacing, injuries, and consistent two-way production at the forward spot, especially after losing Dillon Brooks. The front office has a choice: bet on internal growth or make the calculated move now. And enter Brooklyn to the conversation. The Nets are sitting on cap space, picks, and a clean salary sheet. This could chase free agents, take on contracts, or facilitate trades as a middleman. They're not contenders, but they're arguably the most important team this offseason because they can change someone else's faith. And if they pivot to a rebuild, Memphis could benefit big time. The Grizzlies need help on the wing, plain and simple. And they've been trying to stretch role players like Luke Kennard and Saudi Adama into bigger roles. And it's worked at times, but it's just not sustainable. This team needs a true 3-and-D forward, someone who can guard space on the floor and complement Ja and Jaren without dominating touches. So this brings us to Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson might not be a household name, but he's exactly the kind of piece that Memphis may be missing. He's a 6'8", career 39% shooter from the three and can guard multiple positions. He's playoff tested, doesn't need the ball to be effective, and knows how to play within a team concept. Last season, he quietly averaged nearly 19 points per game, showing more shot creation than people realize. And he's not a superstar, but he's a connector. He's the guy that helps the stars be stars. Now, listen, I know what some of y'all are thinking, like y'all want a big name like Kevin Durant or y'all want Giannis. I've been seeing all that buzz on Twitter, and believe me, I get it. The dream of landing a superstar is exciting, but trades like that, they cost literally everything: picks, role players, sometimes even your whole identity. And if that doesn't work, you're stuck. And that's why someone like Cam Johnson makes sense to me. A guy who fits the timeline, who feels a need and doesn't empty your whole entire chest. So what will a trade even look like? Memphis doesn't have all of its picks, but it has enough to make a compelling offer. Thinking of something like, I don't know, maybe Brandon Clark, a solid rotational big, good contract. Maybe a couple of future first rounders. Maybe a sweetener like Gigi Jackson or Vince Williams Jr. That lets Brooklyn get younger, add picks to their rebuild, and clears minutes. And for Memphis, it's about winning right now without mortgaging the future. So zooming out, this offseason isn't just about getting a Cam Johnson. It's about the identity. Do the Grizzlies believe in this core? Can Ja, Jaren, and Bane lead a contender? Or are we watching a group that's better on paper than they are on the floor? The front office has to decide whether or not they're going to double down or pivot before it's too late, because if next season looks like the last two, tough conversations are definitely coming. And here's my take. The Grizzlies are one or two smart moves away from rediscovering who they are, and someone like Cam Johnson can be one of those moves. He won't trend on Twitter, but he's the kind of player who wins games in May. And with Brooklyn sitting on all this flexibility, don't be surprised if Memphis sneaks into the conversation, whether it's for Cam or someone else entirely. The offseason isn't about hope, it's about action. And in Memphis, the time to act is now. But that's all I have for you today for this episode of Grizzlies Digest. I'm your host, Maia McCoy. And until next time, please hit that like and subscribe button for me. Comment what you feel needs to happen this off season. What are your dream guys you think we need to build this roster? But like I said, please like and subscribe for me. Until next time, I'll see you next video.